This week we've got Milwaukee, 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 and a whole bunch more Milwaukee. This is your Power Tool Weekend Review.
Today's episode is brought to you by Ohio Power Tool, Pro Tools, Pro Service at the best prices at ohiopowertool.com. And Ego, power beyond belief.
Welcome back, Power Tool fans. I'm Rum.
And I'm Sarah, and this week we have a special edition of the Power Tool Weekend Review because Rob and I went to Milwaukee's 2022 Pipeline.
We did. We're really excited about it. We actually just got back. We're exhausted. We did not have time to properly put together our regular show.
Sorry.
So we decided that what we would do is sit here and just have a quick conversation.
Yep.
We're going to talk about exactly what we saw at the event. So why don't we just jump right into the tools?
All right, so we started with drills and drivers. Do you want to go there first?
We did. A lot of us kind of saw this coming. We've all been expecting this at this point. M18, we saw the Gen 4 of both their impact and their hammer drill / drill driver. And we saw the Gen 3 for the M12s. So first up, the Gen 4, their half-inch hammer drill driver, you're talking, more power, 1,400 inch-pounds of torque, increased, better thermal motor capabilities, which just means it's going to shut down way later than it would have. It's also like the shortest hammer drill. They went for size in these things at only 6.9 inches long. And it features this new auto stop anti-kickback technology that's got a lot of high-tech AI behind it that can tell how you're drilling, which way you're holding the tool, and all that kind of great stuff. We'll get into more detail on that into the breaking news, but that was kind of a big deal for them as well. Now that guy's going to be available in August for about $299 in a kit. And of course, the other Gen 4 is the M18 Fuel 1/4 inch hex impact driver. 2,000 inch-pounds now, improved thermals as well. It's very small, only 4.47 inches long. It was very tiny. It's got a third LED. Was I supposed to be excited about that?
I mean, some people are. I feel like you like rings more, but
I do.
It's upgraded.
Okay, fine. So a third LED. It's got an improved trigger control. So people have complained about the trigger before. I think that was kind of a big deal.
When can you get that one?
Also August for $299 in a kit.
All right, there are also some M12 upgrades. You want to go into those?
Yeah, those are the Gen 3. So the Gen 3 M12 half-inch hammer drill, it claims to have 30% more power, which is 400 inch-pounds. It's about 6 inches long, and that's going to be available in August for $179 in a kit. The other one, of course, is the Gen 3 M12 Fuel 1/4 inch impact. It also claims the better thermals. It's only 5 inches long. It's got a third LED, and it claims about 1,500 inch-pounds of torque, which is pretty great. That also, in August, $169 in a kit.
August is a big month.
All
right, now moving on, the coveted, the long-awaited, the track saw.
We were all speculating, of course, whether that track saw was going to be there. It was. We're very excited to see it. Way towards the power end of the line. They really want this thing to be powerful. They were running it through 2-inch thick oak and walnut. They claim 90% dust collection. It includes a whole new line of blades specifically for this plunge saw. The rails will be available in 31, 55, and 106-inch sizes, which is pretty standard. They have a really clever riving knife on the back, but I think the biggest news here was that it wasn't $1,500.
Right.
Like, this thing's very, very affordable. Instead of, going after Festool and putting 1,000 different features on it that could possibly break, they knew this is going to be a track saw that is going to be tossed into trucks over and over again, brought to the job site, and then suddenly demanded to do very precise cut when they're needed. So because of that, because they just built a really good track saw, it comes in only $399 for a bare tool.
But it also comes in a kit option in a pack out.
We're very excited to see this. So for $549, I believe,
$549, yes.
You get a single 6-amp-hour battery.
High output battery.
High output. You get the
important.
charger. You get, of course, the saw in this custom, I think it was a foam insert, a custom cut foam insert into this, an XL pack out. So it looked really good. We asked them, can we expect more tools to come in the pack out? And of course, they wouldn't tell us, but I think we're probably going to see that soon.
All right, so something I was surprised by when we walked in the door was there was M18 versions of a carry-on on every single table. Do you want to go into that a little bit?
Yeah, I absolutely do. So we're big fans of the inverters here. Some of our biggest videos ever have been looking into these things. The MX carry-on has kind of been a hit or miss product with a lot of people because they're not on that platform. This version, the M18 carry-on, takes 4 M18 batteries. It has to have 4 in order to work. If you put 4 12-amp-hour batteries on it, it has the exact same capacity as the MX carry-on with 2 406 batteries, which are the big batteries. It's got all the same stats, 3,600 watts, 1,800 watts continuous, so anything the previous MX version could do, this one can do as well.
All right, so when can we get this one?
All right, so the M18 carry-on is going to be available in August, which isn't too far off, for only $699. You factor in another $1,000 for 4 M18 12 amp hour batteries to make it the same as an MX.
Yeah.
And that would put it within actually about $100 less than the MX version when it's on sale.
Okay,
so
but if
that's
you
kind of a big
already
deal.
have those batteries, you can't afford
Then it's
not,
even cheaper.
You can't afford not to
It's
save that money.
$699.
Just-
You already got the
yeah.
batteries. Go. It's a great solution. We're really excited to see it.
All right, they also announced some new sanders.
There were a couple sanders. One was the M12 Fuel Orbital Detail Sander, a little tiny sander, a little tiny triangle head designed to get into small spaces. It's got a variable speed trigger, 14,000 RPM, and there's a whole new line of mesh sanding sheets specifically for this tool that they were comparing directly to Diablo's mesh sanding stuff. So we'll be excited to see how that actually all kind of fleshes out. That's going to be available in August for $149.
Okay, but the sander I was a little bit more excited about
Yeah.
was this next one. They actually have a belt sander now.
And it's really cool looking. So this thing is a standard 3-inch by 18-inch M18 fuel belt sander. This guy is nothing like what you're going to see from Ryobi or Rigid, where they're running about 300 feet per second. This guy starts at 700 and jumps all the way up to like 1800.
It's a little tank.
Well, and it's for a very, very heavy duty job. This is for heavy material removal. So they were using it on the demo to hack out a tabletop to make it fit up against a natural stone wall. They were using it to level out OSB floorboards that may have shifted when the house shifted. I mean, it's for quick, powerful, big material removal, and the thing was a little beast. We're very, very excited about it. So yeah, that guy's going to be available in July for $279.
It's July now, so like that's soon.
Yeah, like it's just about here.
All right, there was also a couple other things we didn't spend as much time on. Do you want to go over those right now?
Yeah, so a couple things that kind of jumped out at me. One, we did see a new red lithium USB light
cool.
in the mechanics section. It was a nice light. The thing that kind of stuck to us, though, is that it comes with this charging station. So for the first time ever, you can drop one of those red lithium USB batteries directly into a charging station. I've been wanting to see that for a really long time. Speaking of batteries, the M12 platform got 2 new batteries. High output versions. This is the first time the M12 platform has seen this. They come in both 2.5 and 5 amp hour versions. We're pretty excited to see those too.
All right, so you mentioned earlier we're going to be doing breaking news on all of these.
Yeah.
So if you have any specific questions on any of them, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel because so many videos are about to come out on all of these tools.
Yeah, and each one, of course, will be in our breaking news format, which means we're going to give you high resolution images and videos so you can see it clearly. We're going to cover every single bullet point on each one that Milwaukee thought was worth putting down on paper. So most of the questions you're going to have should be answered in those videos, so keep an eye out for them.
All right, well, since we were gone, like all of this week,
Yeah.
We had a giveaway show on Saturday.
We did.
For the ones who won in that show. We haven't mailed anything out yet. It's all back there. We're going to do that.
Yeah, for what it's worth, normally when we do our live show and we have the giveaways, Monday morning we go and ship them all. Literally early, like
drove
7 a.m. Monday
instead.
morning, we took off and we drove to Milwaukee. So now that we're back, we're going to do our best to get those things packed up. So if you're one of the winners, please be patient with us. We appreciate
we're
it.
working on it.
That also means
Sorry.
we have an empty shelf.
We need to fix that.
We do need to fix that. So
What are we putting on the shelf?
I
Do
haven't
we
quite
know?
I haven't quite decided yet. So this is a good chance for you guys today. Leave a comment below. Let us know what brand you'd like to see on that shelf, what types of tools. I think the most prevalent one that we haven't done yet is a line of entry-level stuff. Specifically, people ask us almost every week for a Ryobi shelf, just
Okay.
because $2,000 would go a long way in
Yeah, it
Ryobi
would.
tools. So that's something we're considering. If you guys have an idea or recommendations, or if you'd like to see one of your favorite YouTubers pick the shelf for us, let us know who they are down below, and we'll consider those as well.
And if you weren't one of those winners, it might be because you're not in our production crew.
That's possible too, guys. If you're not familiar, we do have a channel membership program called Production Crew. If you subscribe to our channel, the button will appear where the subscribe button was. It says join. It'll give you more information about it. But it gives you access to Sarah and I with private videos we do every Monday night where we work with our production crew to choose the content that will be on our show. If that interests you at all and you'd like to be a part of our monthly contest, we hope you take a look.
I want to thank Ego and Ohio Power Tool for sponsoring this episode. Guys, we couldn't do this without you.
All right, guys, if you can, do something kind for somebody else this weekend, and we'll see you next week.